Alright, hello and welcome to Echoes of Color with Jeffery Morrison. How's it going? Alright, we're going to do another whip and chat today. Alright, somewhere in position there. Alright, okay, we're doing a Treasure Studios Arts canvas. Alright, Night Horse by Polina Bibcheva, 60 by 60 centimeters, square drill. Mounted film adhesive. Alright, and their contact information. Alright, and it's just 30 regular DMC colors, no ABs, but AB stands for Aurora Borealis. But yeah, it's just 30 regular colors. Alright, so let's dive right in. It's kind of an overcast kind of day, and ugh, bleh. Just feel kind of bleh. Oh, it's a weather thing, I guess. I like seeing a gray sky, I guess. Okay, number 23, an upward pyramid kind of shape. Alright, just taking a swig of coffee here. Alright. So, yeah, this gets kind of tricky. There's some down facing arrows and some up facing arrows in this section. Yeah, so this is like the horse's, part of the horse's head. And then there's some background here. So, the color I'm working on now, this blue, is part of the background. So, okay. 23, an upward facing arrow. Alright. Alright, now let's put the bag there so I have a reference as well. Color drill I'm working on. Hopefully everybody's doing good. Hanging out. Kind of watched another Christmas movie and part of another one, but yeah, I tore myself away from the one that's on TV now. It's a little quirky. I was gonna fall asleep on the couch if I didn't get out here. So yeah, when it's overcast and stuff, like when the weather's kind of gray, I just feel off. Not like physically sick or anything, I just like feel fatigued, and I just kind of feel how the weather looks. I don't know, I just had that connection with the weather, I guess. But yeah, it's all good. Just looking at a bright canvas. Should help. Yeah, this background's kind of tricky. There's a few colors involved, a few shades of blue in it, but I think I should survive somehow. Yeah, I've been looking for like a print or a poster of the "This is fine" meme, where there's a dog sitting at a table in his house drinking a cup of coffee or a hot beverage, and the rest of his house is on fire, and he's saying, "This is fine," or "Everything is fine." Yeah, I found a poster today and ordered one. It's just, it's like quirky stuff like that. It's probably from like a cartoon or something, but it's just so blunt. Oh man. All right. Yeah, I had tried printing a copy off, like just off a website or whatever, but yeah, I just found like a poster type print of it, so yeah, I ordered that. Oh man, great fun. Alright, yeah, these up arrows are just kind of everywhere. Alright, yeah, there's like EY, there's so many different shades of blue in this background here. I don't know, I just like those quirky memes and comics. Just pokes fun at stuff. Once I saw the everything is fine meme, it's just like, wow. This really speaks to me. It's just the dog minding his own business and just doing his thing. And yeah, well, everything else is just like chaos. It can be perceived in many different ways, I'm sure. It's like everything is fine. Just drinking a cup of coffee. Yeah, it could be hot chocolate, but it looks like just black coffee. It's just, I don't know, it just like suggests like routine. It's just does his own thing. Just takes it easy. Yeah, I think it's coming from the US, so. Oh well, it gets here when it gets here. Just something to hang up. Not really huge on posters, but it's like a. I don't want a t-shirt or anything because they'll wear out. Be like. A poster just seems to last longer, kind of thing, so. His house is just engulfed in flames, and he's just sitting there at his kitchen table drinking a cup of coffee. It's just like, wow. Oh, I just look at it for a couple of minutes and it just puts a smile back on my face. It's just like, just kind of reminds me to do my thing. Like, just do what I've always done. Don't overthink stuff. Like, don't go too crazy. Just kind of do your thing. It's a whole lot of different ideas mashed together in a picture. This is fine. Everything is fine. I'm pretty sure yeah, it's like a cartoon or something. Like something, an animated short or something. I think there was like a clip of where that meme came from, but somewhere on YouTube, but yeah, I just like that everything is fine or this is fine. There's different renditions of it, but I don't know. I'm one who reads the Garfield comics. Yeah, so some of those Garfield comics have been lacking lately. They're nothing much to them, but I still look at them. It seemed to like the older comics where Garfield's kicking Odie off the edge of the table, off the edge of the counter. Doesn't seem like he does that anymore. There was one time where Odie was sitting on the edge of the table and then Garfield just hugged him or something out of nowhere. Yeah. Certain special day or something. Yeah, I do like Garfield themed word searches, but it's just like pictures of Garfield or Odie in these word search puzzle books. Yeah, it's just themed with Garfield stuff, so. Oh yeah, it just needs something quirky like that, just like beyond reality sometimes. Just like something out of the ordinary. Just to look at and just laugh at for a couple of minutes. Like, I'm not 100% serious kind of guy. Like, I try to keep things light and cheery or simple and straightforward, but yeah, there can be times where, yeah, it has to get a little messy, perhaps, but yeah, I guess that everything is fine meme is kind of like a metaphor for a lot of things. But I see it as I kind of see myself as the dog sitting on the table and just doing my thing, and then the rest of the world is just like chaos. But I'm not really paying attention to that chaos. In real life, yeah, I kind of get absorbed in the chaos. I'm like exposed to it, yeah, you could say. Well, who isn't? You get the news in some sort of format, whether you want to or not. You hear something or you see something at a glance. Yeah, you could try avoid social media and all that. Yeah, there's somehow a way to avoid watching the news, I'd imagine. But yeah, I just get a tidbit of it every day. Just get an idea. Yeah, I just try not to get too invested in world events. I'm aware of them, but yeah, I just look at headlines. And I don't read news stories. I listen to news stories, but yeah, there seems to be a lot to certain issues. A lot of different sides, a lot going on at one time, and yeah. Most of the time, it's just easier to read a headline, get like an idea of what's going on, and then yeah. You gotta kind of leave that to the pros or people that it really matters to for the details. Yeah. I can be a detail oriented person for certain things, but World news, yeah, just get the basics. I don't need to know everything, but it helps to have an idea of what's going on. Oh, it's all good. Oops. Okay. There's up arrows. Kind of hiding where the down arrows are. I guess DAC had a Black Friday sale. I didn't see an email or anything, unless I deleted it. But yeah, it must be in their app, maybe. I kept seeing the word app in some Facebook posts in the crafting groups. Oh, I got these canvases today. It's like, oh, okay. It was like 30% off or something. That it must have been, it was like one day only. Oh well. That's okay. I have points, not like thousands of points, but I've sometimes applied some points to save a few bucks. That's what they're there for. But I can't say that I'm ordering hundreds of canvases this year. I kind of found what I've wanted for a bit, and a couple new ones a few weeks ago, but yeah, that I like seeing the new releases for DAC or Dreamers Designs, etc. I like seeing those kind of renders, but yeah, I'm just not gonna get too wrapped up in buying tons of new canvases, new releases. Yeah, they'll either get restocked or I'll think about getting them eventually if there's a couple that are interesting. There's certainly Randall Spanglers and a couple Chuck Pinsons that have come out, but yeah, I've just kind of looked at them, looked at the renders, and commented probably about them on their DAC's postings, or seen them on Instagram or something. But other than that, yeah, just can't rush and buy all those canvases. That's a lot of new releases, man. But that's okay. I'm glad people are finding interesting canvases and growing their stashes. So that's good. Still been meaning to look at Craftably for something winter. I keep mentioning that just to like remind myself to check that out. Probably have to pay like a customs fee as I usually do, but yeah, if it makes it to the house, it's all good, and they have to cover their shipping, so now this is just like border services. Yeah, it's just an extra cost on top of I'll move this over a bit. My canvas is probably off kilter, like just the orientation of it. But yeah, it's all good. Like, there's has to be something winter themed somewhere. Just for the sake of the season. I don't mind Christmas themed diamond paintings, but if it's winter, you kind of cover the season to an extent, but yeah, if you just have like snow and like no Christmas lights and that, yeah, it's just kind of like a winter scene, but I don't know. Winter can be a nice season too, but some pretty cool winter scenes, I'm sure. There's Christmas lights in it, I'm okay with that. Or Christmas decorations and that. It's all about the atmosphere of the piece. But yeah, it seems to be a lot less chaotic kind of pieces when they're like holiday themed. Yeah, nice calm city street or village street. I think there's like a Chuck Benson that's like a street at night, and there's people doing holiday shopping, and the town's like alive that evening. Everybody's just out and about. It's, yeah, the stores lit up, and probably like a sale in town for the stores, an open house kind of thing. Yeah, that's an older release, but it's still popular. Still a popular Chuck Benson. I forget what it's called. I think it definitely has Christmas in the title, but yeah, I think it's. I'm pretty sure it is a Chuck Benson. Oh well, it's been out for a bit. Probably came out last year or whatever, so all good. Yeah, Chucks are really big though, but it's all good. It's a nice scene. It's half landscape, half kind of snapshot of a village. It's a scene, I guess. A landscape is just like, yeah, mountains and stuff, no people, usually. You just, yeah, a view or like a sunset or something. You can almost say a couple of the Chucks or tableaus. He doesn't put faces on people, on any people that are in his pieces. Kind of creepy in a way, but yet again, if you're rendering it to a diamond painting, the canvas would probably need to be like 3 times larger than it already is for Chuck's pieces with human subjects in them, like people in them. I think most of the time, yeah, there are some people like facing forward. But yeah, there's like a couple walking down the street with their backs to you, and yeah, it's to avoid doing the faces, I guess. I don't know, it just gives you that atmosphere. There are people out shopping, so you get that. Yeah, you get the atmosphere, you get the context of what's going on. And I think that's the main point of art. It's subjective. You're trying to convey an idea in a simple, straightforward way, yet making it look fantastic and appealing. Yeah. Yeah, still doing up arrows, but yeah, It's mostly just like the background here where these up arrows are, because the rest is the horse's head basically. But yeah, there's one Instagram user that I follow, or group that I follow, that shows neoclassical art, like old art pieces that are like really well done. Like oil paintings on canvas, and they're like huge. Yeah, they're so realistic, and the detail is just incredible. Like, those artists were like very talented. Like the shading and the giving the clothing texture and skin tones. Not all the scenes are very happy. They're based on historical moments, massacres and stuff, but I don't know, back then that's a way to archive an event, or way to recall an event. Yeah, French painters, Austrians invading or something, Napoleon, and those kind of explorers, historical figures interpreted on a canvas in paintings. They look very realistic, and they're very well done. Yeah, I do like seeing those pieces in my Instagram feed when I'm like scrolling. It's like, oh, that'd make a great diamond painting, and so would that. Yeah, it's just looking at like pictures all the time. It's like, oh, that might be a good diamond painting, or that's just pretty in general. Guess not like every single picture could become a diamond painting. Like, there are certain stipulations for kind of resolution. Yeah, it's just like, how much detail do you want? Anywhere from like 30 to 160 to 200 colors, DMC colors, just to capture the same image as if it were a painting, like an oil painting. Yeah. Color certainly helps set the tone in a piece, because some colors can just be shadowing and shading. Contrast, light and darkness. Yeah, color says a lot. Yeah, it's amazing what just a couple different colors can do. Yeah, to think there would be like more gray in this piece to reflect storm clouds, but it's blue somehow. It's just various blues. It's not a blue sky, but you know it's a stormy kind of atmosphere because of the darker shades of blue mixed with some lighter hues. Yeah, it's pretty cool. How you know what the tone of a picture is, even if it's not like the colors you'd expect. Yeah, so it's kind of cool. Yeah, this picture probably wouldn't have been as appealing if it didn't have the blue in it, I guess. I guess what caught my attention the most was the emotion or seriousness in the knight's face, and the way the sky was, like the blue and the little tap of red on the knight's cape. It just had a straightforward kind of feel to it. Some more of these. Yeah, it's probably mostly going to be this background today. This WIP and chat. Oh, I did the 310 while not recording. Yeah, for the horse's face. It seems like there was a lot more. I thought there would have been more 310, but not really. I mean, it's just a bit. Just thinking because the horse is a black stallion kind of thing. I'm assuming that's a stallion. I'd just go and buy like that fictional story, The Black Stallion, and the horse kind of looks like it in this piece. I think it was just like a pure bred stallion. I forget how that story goes, but yeah. I'm familiar with it. I think it was a movie once. A movie a long time ago. By the same name. I remember hearing about it, but yeah, the seriousness in the knight's face, and it just looks like he's just traveling. But the weather's rough, so he's walking by his horse. It could be a rough part of the journey, wherever he's headed. He's just giving his horse a break, a breather. Or the road's too treacherous for him to be on horseback right now. And he's just going a bit of the way, or he's in the outskirts of the village, and yeah, it's hard to say. You just see a stormy sky. Yeah, it's interesting to imagine the story surrounding the piece, or the general inspiration for it. In some cases it's an older piece, and then thankfully that one Instagram Monty art or something, posting classical art pieces. Yeah, get information about the artist and what the kind of a description of the piece. Yeah, that's one perk of those posts. You have to see art that you've like probably wouldn't see every day. And then you kind of get a history lesson and kind of an art lesson at the same time in like under 5 minutes. Probably why I like those posts. You're not choking on a whole bunch of history, a whole bunch of information, but you're just getting a general idea, and it's the artist's interpretation of that period of time, if it's historical. So, and when, yeah, the scenes are portrayed really well. Yeah, sometimes graphic, but just looking at a piece a certain couple times from the get-go, you just kind of get in a context of what the situation is, in a way. So it's usually major battles or individuals that played a big role in those battles. Neoclassical kind of art seems to be really epic, kind of art. Large canvases. Just nice to see it digitally. It's not like I can just walk into a museum with that kind of art in it. It's not like it's next door or anything, but yeah, you just get the art gallery experience just from sitting on the couch or just scrolling through your phone on Instagram. Yeah, just kind of get that art gallery vibe without all the having to worry about parking or just being in a big museum and not being allowed to touch anything. Having security looking at you funny. Yeah, just get the art. That's what really matters in an art gallery or a museum. Here I am bumping the table, and then the charge cord. Alright. Whoa, that's kind of like a large diamond. Good thing like that right there. Good thing this is like all blue kind of thing. Okay, I'll just kind of fill that. There we go. There's two opposing arrows that kind of formed a diamond during printing. Yeah, sometimes with like symbols like this, it's like, where the heck do you start? For me, it's like bottom to top in a section, usually. And like left to right, sometimes. So, wow, just what a busy section. Busy section for a blue background. Pretty amazing, actually. How you just see blue in the background, yet there's shading going on. Almost a mile away. Let's stick into the adhesive again, as usual. Alright. Oh, we're getting there. Ah, man. Yeah, tweezers around. Having a great time. Here, I'll place a couple drills with tweezers. Man, I used to do in pixel art with tweezers, like placing the pieces on pegs, but you know, diamond painting drill, oh boy. The probability of throwing it across the room is pretty high. Well, you can flick pixels from the pixel hobby stuff across the room too. I've done that a few times. Once you hear the snap of the tweezers, a little tiny cube, multicolored pieces of plastic as well that just fly off the tweezers, and yet there's a hole in the bottom and you just put them on pegs on see-through base plates. So it's kind of pre-phase kind of hobby to before diamond painting. Pixel hobby had disappeared for a while there. They switched ownership or something, so I didn't see any pixel hobby kits for a while. So I just stopped. Now they're back, and the kits are just as interesting. Yikes. Yeah, it's kind of going all over the place with these heroes. Okay. Have the top figured out for the most part, I believe. Yeah. I'll just keep going. Just kind of like a nice little vein of color here. This little vein of this blue. Once I get like the up arrows figured out, there's the down arrows will just be a lot easier when I get to them. Won't be as confusing to look at. Yeah, for some symbols you just have to keep your wits about you. Just be double checking what your symbol you're actually doing. Sometimes. Yeah, I just keep looking at the bag with the drills in it and the symbol, the legend sheet, just to make sure I'm doing the right symbol. or if I get distracted by a sound or something, or somebody comes into the room, I look away from the canvas for a minute. It's just like I just get my bearings again. But yeah, just doing one symbol at a time. Yeah, it's a lot easier. And save spilling a couple trays and possibly losing drills. Yeah, small pieces, so lovely. Yeah, I guess to an extent Lego would be probably be comparable to lose just as much as a couple colors of drills. Some of those Lego pieces are pretty small. But yeah, Lego is pretty articulate too. But yeah, you probably know if you stepped on a piece of Lego. And like socked feet or bare feet would probably be like the worst. I don't know if it'd feel like a tack or something, but you'd get that like kind of that dull pain, or maybe like a brief sharp pain if you step on the pointed a side of it. Yeah, I do have a couple Lego sets, but yeah, you try to move a completely assembled set, it will collapse. Just like it did for me when I wanted to move the couple Lego City sets around somewhere. The two sets just crumbled. Like they fit together, but yeah, just crumbled. And I basically turned around and put it back in the box. Had it all assembled and everything. It's like, wow, the base plates just gave out. I love Lego, but yeah, you almost need like a separate room kind of thing. Like, with the amount of Lego City sets alone, and you could design your own stuff, which people have. Yeah, you could have a Lego Metropolis fairly easily if you, yeah, because you can just order, I'm pretty sure you could just order Lego blocks in bulk or whatever, various colors, and just get them delivered. Don't necessarily have to order a set. You can just kind of build your own stuff, but I'm more like get a kit, follow the instructions kind of guy, so I'd rather build something that somebody else designed. I know architect, and it probably took engineers and architects a bit to figure out the logistics of Lego or what the best pieces would be. I'm pretty sure it'd be based on architecture in general, but very loose leaf architecture. Is more engineering. See how the pieces work together, their relationship with one another. Because, yeah, usually you build sections if there's like I think I had like a multi-floor kind of apartment building, cafe corner or something. It was like a cafe and then like rooms at the top or something. And yeah, there were different separate floors. And yeah, they're sections that you just like lift off. Yet they just nested in each other. Very clever. Like, you're looking at a 60-page plus book kind of thing. like right down to the brick. Every brick, where it goes. Very detailed. It's picture diagrams, kind of like if you were getting a flat pack from like IKEA. No sponsorship or anything, but yeah, it's just those kind of diagrams. Because if you did like a written instructions, just like naming the blocks, I'd be like so confused. So there are certain ways to convey instructions for kits like that, and I'm sure it's mostly visual. Yeah, it's like AutoCAD drawn images, blueprints, step-by-step instructions. Yeah, get coordination and problem-solving skills. I guess that's a couple of the components of playing with Lego or using Lego. I don't know, it'd be nice to play with Lego again, but you know, yeah. So much you want to do, but like so little time in the day. Yeah, some things take a lot more attention than some other things. Yeah, it can be tricky. I really don't think you can like ever be old enough for Lego. Not really. I don't believe that at all. You can like get back into that kind of thing. It's like diamond painting. You leave it for a bit and then you just pick up where you're left off. I don't know. Would the same be for like you learned how to ride a bike and you never forget? Is that kind of accurate as well? Would that be an accurate analogy? Yeah, I think so. Might forget some details, but like once you, I guess, get back onto the bike, the memories kind of kick in. You kind of like relearn or remember various details that you were taught before, and you're just riding the bike again like it was just yesterday. Yeah, I don't know. It might be different for a lot of people. Might need to be like taught how to do that again, work the bike again. I might be like that. I might retain some details about being on a bike, but yeah, I'd probably need like a refresher to a certain extent for some skills. Oh well. If you keep doing something like a little every day, you retain it. You kind of don't forget it, and you kind of get better at it. But yeah, if you like don't do something for a while and you just kind of go back to it, you may have to relearn a couple things. But yeah, it's not like you can completely forget something like that, because I think the body like remembers certain activities, like physiologically, muscle memory, maybe. And then I guess somewhere in the brain, you eventually just like recall an action that you did based on the muscle memory. I know, don't major in physiology, but yeah, kind of. Maybe even like a sense of deja vu, like you just kind of go back to time when you like first learned how to do something, and it's just like recall, memory recall maybe. I know physiologists, but it's kind of, yeah, once you learn a skill, you kind of have like the, kind of a ghost of a chance, like recalling it. Because you've done it. But, yeah, that could just be a theory. I'm no hardcore scientist either, so... Right or wrong. Somebody has a nice exhaust. Cars be driving by. People doing their shopping, I guess, or just hanging out, going out. Out and about on the weekend, right? No. Trays on the adhesive. Bad idea. Now let's go back down here. Oh man, it's just another pocket of color here. Yeah, it's just basically been this blue for the hour. Oh, still a major part of the piece to convey the sky, so. Oh geez, I just changed this wax recently, and yeah, some of the drills are being tricky fish here. I'll probably have to pour more blue anyway, but you know. Yeah, better pour some more of this blue. There's tons of this blue left. There we go. There might be tons of this left by the time I finish this canvas. I'll have to see. I just see extra drills usually. And it's like, well, use quite a bit of these. And I just kind of store them away and not really like counting drill by drill. That'd be a little, yikes. A little too detail oriented. Yeah, let's just get like the basic idea, and then if I want more details, build up to it. But yeah, it's not a rewrite Outlander or Lord of the Rings. Taking 2 pages to describe a blade of grass. Yeah. Lord of the Rings isn't like that. That might be Grey's Anatomy, the human anatomy book. It's got to be exhaustive kind of guide of the human body, the physiological, biological, tons of sketches, and I don't know, the human body as a whole, as a system. Yeah, very medical. How many individuals they had to study way back then, and then just being able to like draw sketches. So I just didn't have like cell phones back then, and really good artists doing black and white sketches, muscles and the skull, and oh boy, hardcore stuff. But anyway, you've been watching Echoes of Color with Jeffery Morrison. Down below in the description I put my social media, Facebook profile page, personal page, my Echoes of Color Facebook business page, and my Instagram tag. All three just kind of update progress on canvases and general information about the channel whenever, not all the time, but yeah. Other than that, have a great day, take care, and we'll see you next time. Bye.